And we are live. Welcome to the internet. This is my first time speaking, so it's hell of a start straight away. Cheers to you. Happy Friday, wherever you are in the world. And let us know where you are watching from. Thank you for someone who said late when about 3 minutes ago. We're not late. We're not late. You're late, if anything. Doesn't make any sense. My name is Ian Higgins. Sam Perry sits next to me, and in many ways, I him. Cheers.
Cheers. Happy Friday.
That was 4 hours in rehearsal this afternoon. Now, as you coats on the internet know, we have been doing these live streams. What would have been during the IPL season, and we decided that we're going to any money that we were going to make during these live streams through super chats, we were going to donate to ACT grants, which is what we donated $5,000 to earlier on in the IPL season. When was that? It was when they cancelled it. Was that what it was?
3-4 weeks ago?
3-4 weeks ago. Anyway, so this will be the last week of these live streams specifically for this IPL season. We might continue on doing these during the Fridays or on a Sunday, as is our want. However, we want to, so far, I think we've raised about $1,200 through Super
we have
Chats.
a target.
So we've got a target today. Can we get to $2,000? Can we get to $2,000? Now, that requires $800 worth of donations in this one live stream. Is that possible? I don't know.
What would it take, ladies and gentlemen? What would it take us to talk about legal things only? Mm-hmm. Well, just put it out there. We'll see. We can find out later.
Can only say no.
Ask for forgiveness, not permission, is a legal principle that has been proven to fail. But what would it take us to talk about to see if we can tick that over to 2K? Why do we want it to be at 2K? Well, it's a nice even number and it satisfies various chemical things we have been born with and need in our heads for safety and security.
Exactly right.
But that'll take it up to $7,000. Yeah. ACT Grants are doing oxygen concentrators across India. We felt like that would be a great organization to donate our money to. They're very tangible things that they're doing on the ground across India, which is obviously someone that we're speaking to. So that's why we chose them. Noted Kohli did as well. Yeah. So, he's in good company.
Indeed. Now, no one said anything funny, and we've been going for 3 minutes. So let's crack on with it. As I said before, let us know where you're watching right around the world. I know a lot of you guys in the US at the moment. I want to know where you guys are in New Delhi, in New Mexico.
Sunak asks thoughts about Sahar. Is at the end of him? Well, Louis Sahar retired about 10 years ago, but he was a very, very good striker.
Made some strong comments about the kind of women that were floating around attracted to Premier League footballers at the same time. So that's what he's been known for.
Very underrated striker for Manchester United. When he was fit, he always played. Legs made of glass. Don't think Fergie liked it, but anyone who knows anything about football knows that Louis Sahar was an absolute gun. Redim and Sahar, decent keeper, I guess.
Sarum said he's in Tokyo. Fuck yeah, Tokyo, like Tokyo Drift. I like that. I'm into that.
Olympics. What do we think?
What are we thinking about it? What are we thinking? Darav said his boys in the UK. Nice. Liverpool, Brisbane. Nice. ABC said Pej should wear a floppy hat. Not related to the question that we asked, but I like the energy. Rahul, thank you very much for that donation, brother. First to kick it off. Now we're trying to get 800 sheets here. Come on. Belgium. Christian's in Belgium. Nice. Fuck yeah. Where are you? Antwerp? Having a bit of chocolate?
Mornington Peninsula down there. Well,
must be nice.
I was going to go down there tomorrow, but I'm not allowed.
Rahul said, boys, it's a beautiful Friday night for a rare unit to listen to two rare units making niche cricket jokes. Well, speak for yourself about what the categorization of what we are.
Cricket jokes?
Just be very careful, Rahul.
Or is it commentary on the dysfunctionality of men? Mainly cricket jokes.
Gustav's in Denmark. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. My brother-in-law's from Denmark.
Yeah?
These days. Yeah.
These days?
There, yeah.
What's that cricket
His
like?
Train station's in Copenhagen's Valby.
Will's in Bristol. Nice. Nice. You been to Bristol?
No.
Neither.
Bristol Rovers, though.
Yeah.
Ball club.
Yeah. John Aspen says, I'm in old New Adelaide. How's the circuit looking tonight, Wrigglesworth? Not great, mate, I'll be honest. Not great.
Not great.
We're on the circuit.
Right
this is the circuit.
It is the
Cheers.
circuit.
Thank you, John. Varun writes in, here we go. Boys, remember when Kohli in 2012 flicked his middle finger at the SCG? What was your reaction then, and what are your thoughts now? Oh, well.
Oh.
How long have you got, Varun?
Absolute disgrace, and we've never forgiven him.
See, Australians have never made a mistake on the field. You have to think about that straight. That's my first.
Funny you say that, because it's funny you say that. On the Veritable podcast, the Wisdom Cricket podcast, Mark Butcher is a guest on that.
Butch.
And he was making some very cogent comments about the comic scenario that is sandpaper and Australia's handling of it. He went on to say, and I'm paraphrasing, that everybody ball tampered. Sandpaper is just another example of people ball tampering. It was absolutely balls. The management of it afterwards, the handling of it was absolutely ballsed up. It became a matter of state. But he made this comment about, and I'm happy to say this to his face, he made this comment about Australians getting themselves in a tangle because they believe themselves to be morally superior when it comes to cricketing matters. Now, I was riding my bike, and I have to say the brow furrowed at that comment, because lots of bad things about Australia resonate with me. But the idea that we believe ourselves to be morally superior did not resonate with me. Maybe he meant Australians conduct themselves with a sense of exceptionalism when it comes to their cricket. We think we're better than everybody, but that's mainly because we carry on like assholes. It's not there goes monetization of this show, but so just to that point as well, how do we feel about Kohli sticking up his middle finger? Barely remember it. I don't think Australia's got any leg to stand on when it comes to behavior. I don't remember what happened at the time. I remember the photo. I remember thinking he had a thick finger but a short finger.
It was just that he kind of did that. It wasn't in commit. You got to commit to it.
Yeah,
you got to commit to it. Take my
you got to get your. Do you get your? It's probably a bit rude to say.
Yeah.
You know, there's two ways of doing it. You can get your thumb inside and the thumb outside.
Yeah. Someone said they're in North Korea watching this, so that's always good. Let's answer some more questions here, Pez. Rahul said, boys watching from up in the city of your Sheffield Shield and WNCL champs, Brisbane. Very good, Rahul. Very good. Chavin, thank you much for the £5, mate. I hope my boss doesn't see this. I'm supposed to be working. Well, now we've called him out.
Yeah, he's probably watching as well. Or she.
Most important to get the clarification right on that. Now, as I said, for people just tuning in, just jumping on board, all the money for tonight will go to Act Grants. We're trying to boost it up to $2,000 donation, which would be $7,000 for us overall, which would be a nice clean figure. What does that mean? Don't know.
We're grateful for anything that is donated.
Indeed. Now, Pez, during the week, hang on, let me just ask one more. Geordie said, currently at Mount Dandenong lookout with the missus, saw the notification for the Australian Romance, can wait. So he's gone to a lookout.
Have you been to Mount Dandenong lookout?
Not yet. No. I might after this. We might wrap this up on the way, Geordie.
You're not allowed to go more than 5Ks.
They don't know where we are. They, Big Brother.
Yeah. Your fans are stupid pigs.
Yeah. Now I haven't been to Make Out Point where Geordie is. So he's got a notification. He's gone on a Friday night. What is it? Friday night with his girlfriend or significant other, and he's got the live stream request. And he's gone, no, this is more important. You are so lucky, Geordie.
And it's quite a cold night. And you're sitting at the lookout, presumably on your phone. You've not walked out with your laptop.
Geordie, what are you watching? What do you watch? Shut up.
I just got the notification for the live stream. It's the Friday lock-in. Babe.
The thumbnail was good.
Babe.
Yeah.
Lock in.
RB said, I, along with my school band, played in front of Anil Kumble once when I was 13. He clapped flex. Big fan, by the way.
Pay us $5 more to tell us what you played and whether he rocked out.
Rahul, he's back. I like your energy here, Rahul. Boys, what's more precarious, Melbourne's COVID situation or Australia's number 5 spot? Yeah, well, both have issues.
Article today from with quotes from Ricky Ponting that he believes Moses Enriquez is the smoky, which is the word in Australia at the moment, is a smoky for the number 5 spot ahead of Travis Head. So Moses Enriquez would represent a little bit more experience, I suppose. He's been batting very well. They've been trying to get him into the side for quite a while. I think he would have played in Bangladesh last year before COVID. So I got to, you know, the tea leaves are suggesting that he's quite close, Moses. He might only be 100 or 2 away, and he'd be a safe pair of hands in what seems to be a bit of a vulnerable side. Also, he's from New South Wales, and I played against him, and so I'll favour him as well.
And he's our friend, so
yeah, he's our friend.
Get him in. Now, Pez, I'm just going through some of the places people are watching from, mate. This is unreal. Sheffield, Finland, Bangalore,
monkeys.
Belfast, Chile, Cairns, mate, Chennai, London, Colombia. Fuck yeah. I was there last weekend.
Ahmedabad.
Kolkata, Mumbai, Denmark again. Fuck yeah. This is good. Good gear, guys. Shri Singh, 3:36 a.m. here in San Jose. What the fuck are you doing watching this shit?
Yeah.
Appreciate you though, Shri.
Well, you might be up. You can be up
circuiting
at that time. Yeah.
Circuiting still?
We've all been on the internet at 3:36 at the end of a circuit.
Now, he said this, I've read that as this liver, but I'm presuming means this liver is perfect after a night out and a few shots of tequila.
Oh, he might mean liver, mate.
This liver is perfect after a night out.
Yeah.
No, this liver is perfect for a night out for a few shots of tequila. Do you think states can pull off a world-class cricket team with all the resources and athletes
Hell
we've
yeah,
got?
you can.
Fuck yeah. Think about the away tours, man. That's all I always think about these minnow nations. If I can kind of classify the US as a minnow, and I can't, but I will.
Because it's your want.
It is my want, actually, and that's the most important
You will,
thing.
it's your want.
Sheree, though, appreciate you staying up at 3:36 a.m. to watch this shit. And yeah, man, states, fuck yeah. They have so many expats who could play cricket. Yeah, wonderful donation as well, Sheree. Appreciate you. Just one more before I ask you the big question of today's live stream, though, Pez, and one for the fans as well. Vishal says, boys, I can't play cricket. Neither can I. But do you think I can capitalize on the Asian century and my very distant Indian heritage to blag my way into a well-paid grade cricket position? Tell enough lies. Tell enough lies, you can do yourself anything. You can do yourself anything. The words that I just said. Fucking idiot. You fucking idiot.
The thing is, Vishal, your premise is that by being, I guess, having heritage with the Asian century,
yeah,
that will carry cachet in Australian grade cricket. Sadly and incorrectly, will probably go the other way because of our insecurities.
Yeah, and xenophobia.
And xenophobia as a nation. I love my nation. The best friends tell their other friends the truth.
Yeah. Don't you say a fucking word about my nation, but we've got
exactly.
some issues. Now,
so
Pez,
I don't think it will help, mate.
Pez, we posited during our Patreon episode this week. If you want to get around us, patreon.com/Grey Cricketer. We do a show every week, which is #AskTGC Fridays, where we go longer form. Oh yeah, how are you, brother?
Hey, how are you, brother?
Hey man, great to see you again. From San Fran, keep up the good work, boys. Hey man, appreciate that donation. That'll help. And thanks for the donations so far. Some big numbers been putting up. We're trying to put together
connections beyond that donation.
Indeed. Now we posited this question on Patreon where we're talking about virtual reality because you were saying that, and I'll divorce myself from your comments, but you were saying that that sport.
But say them anyway. Like I love that.
Yeah, I know.
Sludge the comments now. Say them in a worse way.
And I'm not going to look at you. I'm going to look down. I'm going to look over there.
To the left.
Like JFK, down and to the left. And now I'm going to look over here. Fuck, okay. Stop describing how your eyes are looking, mate. I've got two different operatives. My eyes and my brain and my mouth. They're different.
All over the shop tonight. Everyone take a breath. He goes, he's just coming off a long run.
Oh, wait, just step aside. Sit over there. Set it up. I love my job. You were saying that sport is one day the biggest competitor to sport is going to be virtual reality. That's what you were saying. And so we started to question, like, if you are just put on a VR headset, you can go to any game in history. What's the game you go to? I said that I would tell Tim Payne to not review when Pat Cummins hit Jack Leach on the pads about 1.5 foot outside leg stump in the Ashes in Headingley 2019. Pez, what did you say?
I said Old Trafford 1993.
Yeah, and you also said
Cape Town 2018.
Just get into the sheds. See, for mine also would be in the stairwell at Durban. Just to look under the hood, and by that I mean Fath's Tower.
Well, mine would then just be in the tubs with Fath.
Anytime he played a game, CSK, whatever.
Yeah. No, the idea here was like, as we move into an increasingly digitized world, an AI-driven world, that like you can see with esports, etc., that people no longer want to put in the time to actually play the games. They want to just and build their own skills. They want to play FIFA, etc., and like just insert themselves into what they already see. Yeah. And with AI, you know, Google Glass, etc., Alexa. You're soon going to be able to, I believe, like put on glasses and literally just say, listen, I want to play in that fucking 93 Old Trafford test.
Like it sorts on like reason with it, like, listen,
because you can talk to it like it's your friend. Listen here. And so we're like, and so if that was true, if you could go to any game and play in it, and like literally, we're not, you know, this isn't about preloading. Like if you could face Shane Warne, ball of the century, was it that good? Or be
use your feet,
you know, or be Healy for that or whatever.
Sure, yeah.
Like it wouldn't be a case of preloading. Like the digital world would ingest everything Warne did in his career, so he could sledge you could talk back, etc. You're literally just playing.
Yeah.
Where would you go? and why?
Yeah. Okay. So
Where would you play?
So that's what we're talking here. Now, can I also be like an inanimate object? So could I be off stump at Old Trafford in '93? Could I be the Bale?
So you can. I've given you the opportunity to go anywhere in the cricketing world and play any game at any time.
Yeah.
You could go back to the first international match between the USA and Canada in Central Park.
Yep, if I wanted to.
If you wanted to.
Yeah, that's not my choice.
And play, you could go and see if WG Grace was any good. You could go and play with Sid Barnes coming on the field with a tuxedo.
Yeah.
And you would choose to be an off stump. Or off stump. It's fucking Genie 3 wishes. I'd like to be the Bale, please. Fucking turns you into a Bale.
Yeah, I just want to be touched. That's all. It's a connection issue. So we're putting it to you. We're putting it out here. Let us know. Jump in a super chat. Get round Act Grants. This is the last one we're donating. 2 Act Grants. Just jump in the super chat. Let us know what's the game. What's the game that you would go to and why?
Or if you wouldn't mind me broadening it, doesn't have to be on field.
Yeah.
Where's somewhere you'd like to go off field? Would you like to change the course of time? Would you like to be Marty McFly in Back to the Future?
Fuck yeah. That's interesting. Okay, now skip down.
Look, Blues Rhythm B. Watch me for the changes and try and keep up. Okay.
Yeah.
And you play Johnny Be Good, which hadn't been performed by Chuck Berry yet.
Yeah.
Your parents get back together.
Anyway,
even though you made out with your mum.
Anyway, he's Wonderwall. Barsha, his message been retracted. Okay. Well, fuck, that's a government issue. Yeah.
BCCI's on here now.
Works in tax.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Chirag, I hope Australia beat England in the Ashes. The England team against New Zealand is just disrespectful. Yeah.
Well, flattery will get you everywhere, Chirag. Thanks for the donation.
Rahul said, boys, how excited are we for the potential return of Hasib Hamad in his luscious locks?
Hasib Hamid.
Sorry, Hasib Hamid. Sorry. Yeah, fuck yeah. He's that guy. That guy's potential. Isaac says, where'd you get your hoodie, Pez? He likes it.
Oh, thanks. I got it at Bronze Snake on Chapel Street. It's an oversized hoodie. It feels like a warm blanket on me. And as a father with a dad bod, that suits me just fine for now. Don't worry about my fucking bod in the summer, though. Svelte as fuck. Just wait.
John Dean, we see you. We appreciate that donation. That's helping India out. Respect, man. Rahul's back again. Fuck, you blowing some cash tonight, man. Yeah. Respect. I played grade cricket in New South Wales and tea was grim. A packet of Tim Tams,
country grade cricket.
He played country grade cricket. A packet of Tim Tams, Cheez-Its, Lamingtons, clearly fuel for elite athletes. 100%.
What's wrong with that? 100%. What's wrong with that tea?
Guys watching VVS in 2001 Calcutta Test. So
that's where you want to go.
Chris just said, but he's watching that. So, but
you want to watch.
You can be in the game.
You want to play?
You can be the bookie that match fixes. If you want to be.
You know what's
Let's
funny?
denigrate the
I've
most.
I've actually never heard like anything like that about his innings, but it makes so much sense that someone would start saying that.
Yeah.
Oh, that must have been bookies.
Yeah. Obviously, Australia lost the game in that year.
That's actually the best innings I've seen, and that is not India pandering. Until 2001, I hadn't seen a better innings, and I don't think I've seen one since. That Aussie side and how impregnable they were. They could not be impregnated in terms of winning and losing.
Yeah, and off the field as well.
Yes. Until that moment. And they obviously had so much hubris at the time to make India batter on. It was Steve Waugh, it was Collars, it was everything. And then
it was Collars.
Yeah. Collars, it was eyes down and to the left, it was Sunnies, it was
speed deals,
whatever.
Arms folded, that
and
kind of
that bat from Lakshman. Oh my God.
Yeah, heavy
big
blade.
And
just
thick
fucking
and
just dropping the railway sleeper on.
Yeah, put that sleeper on it.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Hey guys, now for those of you who are joining, I'm going to keep saying this. I know a lot of you guys have been watching already. If you can help us out though, shoot this a like. More people will watch it, more people will get around it, and then more people will support Act Grants, which is the thing that we're donating to. If you're just joining us just now, it's our last live stream donating 2 Act Grants. We're trying to get the donation up to 2 grand. That'd be huge if true. So if you want to shoot, no, it's true. I promise.
If we decide to donate it,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, we'll just see how it goes. No, it's not true. So if you want to shoot this a like, more people will see it, get fed it. That's how the algorithm works, or some shit. Rollo said last uni exam on Friday, celebrating with 2 games on the weekend.
Fucking hell!
One, why? Two,
Okay.
two, how many runs do I have to score to make up for my inevitable second-class degree? I don't know what you're doing though, Rollo. What's the degree?
Well, it's enough runs to get you into first-class cricket, I guess. You could be, like you need enough runs.
That's a score in one weekend. He's going to score 8,000.
What would it take if you just played a really
One
low
game.
level, one game, and no one had heard of you before? Like if it was it. If you hit 1,000, like someone at New South Wales Cricket, for example, would be like, what happened there? Who's that?
Yeah. You got to get your name in the paper, and I'm not just talking about 30. You need a score that like makes a fucking headline in the paper.
Yeah,
a fucking headline. No need to say that, but Blue Ender says, "Cool your jets, bro," with a peach emoji. Doesn't make any sense. Pratham said, talk about the World Test Championship final. We will in a moment. But I want to get some more super chats from you guys about what games you're going to go to when you're watching VR. I want to know what games. Send them in.
What games are you going to play in? How are you going to influence history?
Hey, Peaceful Paul, see you, man. Respect. Loads of loves, boys. Big love to India as well. Hey, yeah, man. Respect. 20 quid.
You too, Paul.
20 quid donation. Respect, man. Thanks very much for doing that.
Paul is the United.
Oh, yeah.
Question about that caster.
Yeah.
The first ever podcast I loved, Paul, right there, is helms it and analyzes wonderfully with humor, with pathos.
Yeah.
It's compelling. I love you, Paul.
Kunal says World Championship 2019 semi-final. Ask Dhoni to dive. So again, you're not Dhoni. You're just in the sheds telling him to dive. It was that run out. I think it's about the run out.
Oh yeah.
When was it Guptill threw down the stumps from?
Hey, Colonel, India were never in that World Cup, man. So it doesn't matter. No, they weren't.
Soon as Kohli started telling the crowd to clap Smith.
His head was not there.
Yeah,
so he had to do that. Doing some spirit of cricket shit. What was that? We disrespected that. I respected him putting his finger up in 2012.
Yeah.
What was that question there from someone like, Sam, do you like Shane Lee? Ironically.
Yeah. That was from
Dimbrele,
1993. Sam, do you like Shane Lee? Ironically.
Why is that question being directed at me? And
I think, didn't you say during Patreon that he was one of your favorite players? Did you say that off air to me? Is this one of these things? Didn't you the other day you were singing a song to your son? And then it popped up in the YouTube algorithm.
Oh, I was singing the other night.
The robots are here, and the robats.
Just to take you under the hood in a very private moment, that's actually quite close between my 3-year-old son and I. When I put him to bed, he asks for a song, and for the last 6 months, he's wanted me to sing "Lollipop Guild" from Wizard of Oz.
Banger, absolute banger. Which is
it's a banger. Essentially midgets.
That song
from
slaps.
Munchkin Land. Oh, I could sing.
Can we say that?
Yeah, you can say
midgets.
That. If you can't, I withdraw it.
I think it's Little People.
I withdraw it. Well, it was Munchkin Land, and that's the name. So there's actually a Munchkin Land remix. You can actually do the whole song, which I can do for him and I perform. It's about 5 to 6 minutes.
Yeah, how's it go?
Come out wherever you are, and meet the young lady who fell from a star. Wonk, wonk, wonk. I do the little trombone too. Anyway, it goes for 6 minutes, and I won't do that. And then I get into Lollipop Guild, which is preceded by Lullaby League. But then there's a Lollipop Guild. It's one of the funniest things you ever seen in your life. And then, anyway, he asked for a different song.
Yeah.
And
can I have the wine, please?
Yes, you can, mate.
How long does the story go for?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember what I was talking about. He asked for a different song. So I sung That's Life by Frank Sinatra.
Oh, that's a banger.
Yeah, it is. I sung it. And I hadn't been looking up or anything. I've known the song, and it's a good song to sing. It works well for bed.
Yeah.
Mate, the next day it came up in my YouTube recommended.
What the fuck is that, man?
They listen like that. That wasn't right, because I don't look up Sinatra or anything like that.
Yeah.
I will sing the entire Munchkin Land song if you join Patreon.
Yeah. Yeah. Barsha said, boys, Izzy Westbury sneakily offering BCCI after sorting their paperwork and paying
about it.
The prize money. They are now putting up gym sesh videos. Is Izzy their last hope against the Asian century? Great question, Barsha. Now, we were going to talk about this because we are going to speak about the World Test Championship final. This is part of it. India just chucking up today. You showed this to me just before we came on air tonight, that the BCCI just chucking up hype videos of the women all of a sudden.
And you can tell it was done
PR play.
Yeah. And it's just, you've got Goswami doing a hip flexor exercise and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They're in the gym.
Yeah.
Not all wearing the same kit.
They're not wearing the same kit.
If that was Australia, that'd be a fine. But could they pay that fine if the BCCI haven't paid them yet?
Interesting.
I don't think she sneakily alphaed them. I think she just did. It was just a straight journalism. She did a journalism.
She was doing a job.
Yep. And and it looks like wonderfully the women are being paid. So all's well that ends well, I think.
Mad Husadin said, should ICC approach countries like USA, China, Germany, and Japan to encourage them to participate in cricket? Now, should they just approach them? So they're going to approach Angela Merkel.
Just a letter to Joe Biden. You know what they always talk about here? I don't know. If you guys get it in India, but like when we talk about, major OECD nations taking up cricket where otherwise they haven't, it's always like you've got to get them to do the Olympics. Like what they say is they always like, if only they brought cricket to the Olympics, China would invest $3 billion in it. You know, that's just the calculation they make. How long would it take for China? And I'm stepping in areas you probably don't want to step on here, but how long would it take China to become doyens of cricket?
My answer is always the same, Pez. A week and a half. Mate, you saw Wuhan just fucking knocking up.
Oh, shit.
Mate, they were knocking up some hospitals in a hot minute. That was
hospitals, okay, right.
Yeah. And so, like, mate, the turnaround of that, and, we believe their reporting, and, they just solved COVID.
Oh, my God.
So how long would it take? They're already there. They don't know
in
it
a week and a half. Do you mean that in like a Christian God type way, as in like it was 7 days, 7 nights, but that was a myth? Like,
well, that was sort of 6 days. Then God rested. So,
well, yeah, the rest day is still a valuable day.
Like we said in the World Test Championship final,
it's got workloads.
He's got a split program. Although the moon and the stars,
you can only roll 20 overs a day.
You guys like the God stuff? Rahul said, boys, who makes you feel safer? Your dad that never shows up to your games, or the nation's dad, Steve Waugh? Who makes you feel safer? Your dad that never shows up to your games, or the nation's dad, Steve Waugh?
Well, just want to be clear in case this is it. Like, my dad always showed up to my games, so you're talking hypothetically.
My dad didn't.
Oh, well, perhaps you're a better answer then.
Steve Waugh.
Steve Waugh. Me too.
Varun says, it's been more than 20 minutes since the start, and can you please scream, Kane, it's time?
People, I kind of want it too. You should never ask for an impression, should you?
No. Well, no.
People will get it when you're ready.
When I'm ready.
We're
talking about World Champion final. Now, Wazim said, off topic, Ashwin would be a bad choice for the show. He can't take a joke.
Remember him calling
Gibbs, I don't fix games like you do. Check out their Twitter exchange.
Oh, yeah. Thought for a second when you said him calling Gibbs, talking about REM with Michael Stipe.
Well, also, the rapid eye movement sleep, the deep sleep that you want to get.
Getting some REM sleep.
REM sleep, that's what you want.
Yeah. You don't think Ashwin would be good for the show? I think Ashwin would be good for the show.
I'll take anyone.
Just don't forget that we don't have to have the same views or values as the interviewee.
Well,
you just got to create an environment where there can be an exchange that entertains. As long as they're open to an exchange of views. Like I'd say to Ashwin, brother, I'll respect you man-catting people because you did it. But what do you say to those who back you who are afraid to do it?
We've just seen a message.
Oh, no.
From a gif. I would be Gangirly's shirt as he whips it around his head on the Lord's balcony in the Nat West One Day series. That's the shit I'm talking about, a gif. Fuck yeah. That's the gear. That's the gear that I'm talking about. He's going to be Gangirly's shirt in his VR. So he puts on the VR goggles and he's just a shirt being well run. So he's fucking tripping balls.
Yeah. So really, the question should be, what inanimate object do you want to be?
So I've set up. I say I'd be a stump.
Yeah.
T-Max said, "Hey boys, nice voice. That's interesting." Nice. Vishal says, "I'd probably be the ball in any test before the third in Cape Town 2018, so I could get roughly handed by Pat Cummins allegedly." Now we're talking,
mate. Cummins didn't know.
Now you're talking.
Cummins didn't know what was going on.
Now you're talking. What are some other games, like some Bradman stuff? Would you want to watch? I'd be in a dressing room with Benno for sure. I know it's an Australian lens. Actually,
I'd be at a bar.
I tell you who's got
Benno.
levels. I tell you who's got levels. Fucking David Gower.
Oh yeah,
he's got a level. He's an absolute circuit master.
Yeah,
give him to a circus master, which he leads a circus. But
that's right.
Yeah, the circuit master, same idea, but just different. AGR said Desert Storm game in Sharjah. Would love to be on the non-strikers end and ride Sachin's coattails.
Nice.
Do you know about that game? I don't know about that game.
I thought Desert Storm was a military exercise.
That's a military exercise. Isn't that the one that they captured Bin Laden? No, that was Zero Dark 30, which is a movie. All right, see you guys later.
0.05.
Ashish says, watching Sachin uppercut show up in 2013 World Cup while being on the non-strikers end. Okay, yeah. So again, you can be Sachin if you want to be.
Yeah.
Like the virtual reality, but you guys
know you're not
it.
Sachin. If you're being Sachin, you don't get to experience Sachin.
Now,
so I'm not saying the VR is allowing you
like,
to embody like fucking ghosts, like you're fucking Patrick
yeah, but
Swayze,
this is Remy Descartes shit.
Goldberg.
Whose baby? Okay, but this is like some Remy Descartes shit. Like I think, therefore I am, because like so if you go into the machine that Remy Descartes hypothesized about having a perfect life, if you go into the machine, would you have the perfect life? But it's just a machine, or would you want to go through actual life where all the trials and tribulations, the ups and downs? Would you want to do that? And most people said they want to go through real life, not the actual machine. So that's sort of a similar thing, although not really. That's just the only philosophy that I know.
If I could, via Whoopi Goldberg, move into Shane Warne's body and bowl the ball of the century, I would.
Hang on. Yeah. Now you're embodying a different thing.
Yeah, so
you're Whoopi Goldberg.
So in Ghost, Ghost,
with Patrick Swayze.
Patrick Swayze dies.
Yes.
And his wife, Demi Moore, or partner.
Yeah, she was one of my first crushes, Demi Moore.
Fair enough.
Never answered my DMs.
Goes to Whoopi Goldberg, who has this like she's a sort of she's a bit all over the shop in life, but she's got a spiritual kind of proclivity or talent.
Yep.
And she's basically permits I don't know how it works, I can't even quite remember, but like you can basically she can jump into people's bodies.
Yeah, okay.
Whoopi Goldberg can jump into people's bodies. And so she's trying to work out how her husband died and how he was killed. And so it's actually quite sad and really life affirming. But
it's actually quite similar to the Fast and the Furious, isn't it?
Yes. But via Whoopi Goldberg, you could possibly jump. Whoopi Goldberg could jump into Shane Warne's body.
He was in Burke's backyard.
Don's son.
And we can't talk about Don Burke for different reasons, legal reasons. Sarum said, I would trade places with Alan Donald at Edgbaston on 17 June 1999. Fucking hell, you guys like
Love
cricket.
This,
and fucking run for the hills. Auntie Conye's legacy would be cemented. I would trade places Alan Donald, Edgbaston.
Semi-final Australia.
Of course. Yes.
Yeah.
Luca, how are you, man? Good to see you. Boys, what sort of stage production is Pez getting when he performs for his son? Pyro, flashlighting, auto-tune mic. Big love to you both. Great to see you, Luca.
Mate, I tell you, as an entertainer, when you perform every night, you got to add some tricks and spills and everything to keep the act fresh, you know? Add a little disco wave beat to that song.
Yeah.
Or, you know.
James said, being Dirk Natters and smashing Tim Payne's hand in an exhibition match, setting his career back 10 years.
And some people are super dark, aren't they?
Yeah.
You could be anything you want, and you want to just smash Tim Payne's hand. What do you got against Tim Payne, brother?
Yeah. Mitchell, Lucas said good gear. Mitchell said, Higgos, the bail cam is stuck looking at the sky after it didn't fall off the stump.
So that's what your lot would be. You want it to be the bail, and instead you're just looking up at the sky while everything's happening.
Oh, I see.
You're saying you've made a mistake. You're saying you've said something wrong. And I know you're finding that difficult right now to accept that. You're not sure what to say.
No, I'm just trying to hack into Mitchell's back end. Sexual reference.
Been there before.
Cash. Boys, should cricket be added to the Olympics? Didn't they do the now
Commonwealth Games 98
and South Africa one? Didn't
South Africa one.
The only thing they've ever won.
How did Australia not win that? I know Steve Waugh wanted to do it.
He wanted to.
How did they not win that? I remember Brad Young played in that series.
Oh yeah, okay.
I remember.
Of all the regrets that Steve Waugh would have in his life, of which there'd be none, that'd be his.
Well, he literally published a book called No Regrets.
All right, Pez, we're being over 35 minutes. Hey, just a quick jump in here. Appreciate you guys shooting this video a like. So more people see it on their feed, and more people get around it, and more people can support Act Grants, which is the final time that we're supporting them this time round. We're trying to get up to $2,000 donated just for these live streams alone. Pez and I donated $5,000 about a month or so ago when COVID sort of really first started to take off in this second wave or third wave or whatever it might be in India. So if you want to shoot us just a donation, a super chat, whatever it is, please do, because all the money that we're earning tonight or whatever making tonight is going to go towards Act Grants, as is our want and as is their want as well. The World Test Championship final, Pez, or final. They announced the playing conditions today. It just goes to show how fucking little cricket is happening at the moment. But still have been managed to speak for 35 minutes on this live stream without taking a breath. So that's something for us. And one of the interesting things is they're adding a rest day. They're adding a rest day to the World Test Championship final, though the actual most important thing now I think about it is
a reserve day.
It's a reserve day. Sorry, it's a reserve day. If it's a draw,
a rest day would be fucking awesome. That'd really be
absolute
going back in
circuit.
time.
Yeah, uncovered
Let's
wickets.
just chill out for a day.
Yeah,
that's what they used to do in cricket when life wasn't run by neo-capitalists trying to extricate every single fucking dollar out of every minute. Time is money, baby.
I wonder when
not doing anything.
Come back.
Gone. Get out of here. Start playing. Fucking play. Entertain. Let me sell some shit.
Feed into the lions. Yeah. Anyway, so if it's a draw, if it's a washout, both teams win. And you know it's going to be a washout.
They share the title.
They share it.
Mate, you know what would have been better than that, where they've missed a trick? A draw, neither team wins. Neither team gets the fucking title.
Shit. So both teams are desperate to win it.
Neither team gets it. That's cricket. Mate, I can take it off somebody.
Now, Pez, at the beginning of this live stream, we asked where are people watching all over the world, and we named half of the countries in the entire world that are what people are there watching right now.
Yes.
The problem cricket has is that it goes for so long, and often, and I'll look through the screen, is that there's no winner. It can go for 5 days, as a test match can, and there's no winner. The World Test Championship has been going for 2 years, and there might not be a winner.
That's
Joint
right.
winner.
That's right. Come and join our game.
Hell of a sport, yeah.
Come and join our game. Hey, Olympics. Hey, Olympics, have a go at this.
Okay, guys, how accessible is this sport? Okay, well, now explain to me the LBW law. Oh, okay. Have you got 45 minutes?
What happens is all these nations play in a 2-year series in a bid to have the final at the home of cricket Lords. It'll now be in Southampton because of COVID.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Now, unfortunately, if it rains and the pitch becomes unplayable, we don't actually have technology to do that or to stop the rain or roof or anything like that. No.
Conditions, yeah.
What will happen is the trophy will actually just be held over for the next series, which will go for 2 more years.
Yeah.
So we'll find out in 2024. But no, they're going to have some. It's going to rain out. Like, it's going to be washed out.
Just saw a comment from Nice Gary saying they have 9 ball overs. I don't think 9 ball overs ever existed. 8 ball overs existed. Yeah. World Test Championship final, uncovered wickets, rest days, 8 ball overs. You have to wear a business shirt.
Both sides arrive on a boat. You have to wear a business shirt.
You have to wear a business shirt.
Yeah. Flowing.
No helmets. Nikhil said Fuchs soccer. Interesting comment. Ian Creswell, see you, man. Respect. Thank you very much for the donation. Respect. Aditya, hey, man, that's a great donation.
Great donation.
Hey, we've had some really great donations tonight. Thank you very much. And please do shoot this video like right now. I know a lot of you guys are watching right now. Shoot it a like. More people will see it. More people can get round it. And we, in turn, can get round them. Aditya says, Ashwin has great banter and runs a channel with same shoot the shit vibe. He'll make a great guest. By the way, he goes, but Pez, new clothes, please. Can I send a pic from my living room? I missed it 2 weeks ago. Yeah, man. You can, send a pic.
You can say whatever you want about my clothes or Higo's clothes if you want to keep donating $20 for oxygen concentrators, man.
Fuck yeah.
All good.
Yeah. And those are the only people that can comment why you look like that.
Send a picture through. I'll fucking rip it to shreds. I love you, brother.
Colonel said, I would swap places with anyone in management and recommend Steve Buckner visit an optometrist prior to the Sydney 2008 test.
I don't see what was no.
I don't see. I don't see any wrong decisions
out
there.
Of that.
Yeah. Michael Clark took the catch. Nick won a slip, didn't walk. Andrew Simons.
What about that Ponting one?
Which one was the Ponting one?
Ponting took the catch at like short leg or silly point, and it was what he dived, but then he caught it and slid his hand. I mean, for me, he catches it.
That's out. Like, how hard is it to get out if that's not out? They're not going to like that. Ajit, the fans, I mean. €10. Thank you, man. Thanks, boys, for entertainment. Love every second of it. Hey,
Thanks,
man, thank you
Ajit.
very much. Appreciate it. Hey,
Love
guys, we're racking up some good numbers here, I reckon. I don't have a live tally
Mm.
of what we're racking up for at Grants tonight, but it's good. Really appreciate it. Really do appreciate it. So send in some more super chats, and we'll get to your question as well. Now, Pez, we've got about 5 minutes here. Hey, guys, 5 minutes left of this live stream. Shoot it a like. More people see it. Send in your super chats. 5 minutes here. All the money goes to at Grants. I'm going to stop saying that because it's probably annoying people. Now, Pez, we saw Virat Kohli do a little crossbar challenge for some reason in full kit.
I want to query this, and I've got a feeling that the fans will know more about this than I. But when I saw the clip, what I first heard was, I think somebody behind Vera. It sounded like a female voice, and I think the call was for him to hit the top corner.
Yeah, top bin. Yeah.
And
fucking hell of a strike.
So, but he struck it like a goalkeeper. He struck it with the underspin of someone trying to kind of either put the ball into the area or trying to hit the crossbar. It's usually how you hit it if you want to play it accurately. It didn't look so much like a shot at goal. I still think he was going for the top corner and trying to place it there.
Yeah.
It's hit the crossbar.
Yeah.
And then the headline is Kohli crossbar challenge.
Yeah, but it wasn't a crossbar challenge.
So it wasn't you have to call it as a crossbar challenge beforehand.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
Kohli spin.
Yeah.
That's how I'm seeing it. Now,
yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Quite often, a ball hitting the crossbar is better than a goal. We all know that. The violence of the ball against the crossbar, the sound of it.
It's a play and miss. Play and miss in cricket.
Yeah.
Looks better.
So no problems with that. Nice strike, but it wasn't crossbar challenge. Your thoughts?
First of all, Seb Bird, I see you, man. Appreciate the respect.
Yep.
I did, same thing, man. That's a great donation. Respect, appreciate. And also Nick, £5 as well. Thank you, man. Appreciate that donation.
Seb Bird, not Bird, and something's on your mind.
Did I say Bird?
I think you said Seb Bird.
I said what I wanted to say. It's not a crossbar challenge, but it's Kohli spin. Exactly right. Now he's got game. He's got more game than I thought. The saving grace was to hit the post because he wasn't trying to hit the post, the crossbar. I mean, he was trying to put it in the top bin. If that just misses by 6 inches and goes over the bar, then it's like, oh yeah.
Well, doesn't make it on Crick Info.
Exactly.
And wherever else. I don't think his approach to the ball I thought was a bit chest on.
Yeah. Hamcog. Now that's a donation, man. Thank you. Thank you very much, Hamcog. He said, I know the instinctual Australian position is to disregard the Kiwis, the Kiwis.
The Kiwis.
But tell me with a straight face, a Bolt, Southey, Jamison, Wagner, bowling, attack, and Williamson, Taylor, Latham don't put you at half mast. Well,
we saw them.
I've played second grade as well, so it's
twos is a good level. To be fair, second grade is a good level.
Now,
depends on the wickets.
I've got a
play
problem.
On better wickets.
Hamcog, I've got a problem, and it's my problem. It's not your problem, but it's my problem, Hamcog. If England beat New Zealand in this test series, and then New Zealand would beat India in the World Test Championship final, what the fuck are we doing? What are we doing here, guys? What is this? What's the Test Championship? If Australia win, all good. That's a fair and square win in any comparison. Problem. All good. But I'm just saying, I don't get it. That's New Zealand are a great team and a great Test team, and I wish them well. And we've interviewed half of these guys, and they're lovely people. I don't trust them.
That's half the problem.
Half the
problem is you
they're fucking shady secrets. I don't trust them. But I like it. Just looking at you through the screen now. Like an NBA hype guy. Fucking waving your towel.
Go.
Yeah. Praise be.
I'll tell you who I like from New Zealand. Bolt, Williamson, Wagner on his day.
Southey?
I mean, yeah. Okay,
what's like?
I mean, I think he's a weapon.
Colin de Gronholm.
No. Colin de Gronholm is a third grader.
Yeah.
He dogged our show twice.
Yeah.
But I still respect the thickness of it.
He did.
The chassis, the thickness of the chassis.
He's a lovely, African man, loves a sunset. He loves his family. Doesn't love TJC. He dropped out twice late. Twice.
But we do have a couple of Kiwis lined up for the show in the next few weeks.
Hey, I'm fucking excited for the podcast the next couple of months, man. We got some names.
I just want to see if I've got an actual confirmation.
Do you want to say them yet?
I get afraid, which is neither here nor
in the
there.
meantime, while you say that, Gautam says, so excited about the England-New Zealand series. Fuck, I'm excited for cricket, Gautam. I've got to say, I'm excited for fucking any games we actually be played. New Zealand series, World Test Championship, World Test T20. The important question is, what was Ian's reaction to the injury time Allison goal? Best thing I've fucking ever seen in my entire life. And you know what? I've seen some things. Some things.
Like what?
I can't really actually say that on there because it's just in front of the courts at the moment. Archett said, if beer was allowed on the field, would Ravi Shastri come out of retirement? I'm not sure what the context of that is.
Is he a beersman? Does he love? Is he a big beer man?
Beersman, is he?
Very welcome on the show.
Absolute beersman.
Big man.
Higgins looking younger, mate, said Abrignal. Thanks. Prawsome said, boys, guess you might have seen Sky video on batting techniques and increased trend of LBWs. Was fascinating. Your thoughts, and do you think Indians will be susceptible to this during the Tour of England? That's the wrong show.
I actually saw the clip promoted, but I didn't look at it. I think was it Nasser Hussain and Mark Butcher might have been involved in that as well.
Yep.
Increased trend of LBWs. Wasn't that something to do with like recognizing that DRS is more often than not going to sort you out with LBWs? Your umpires are kind of less likely.
Oh, okay.
Umpires were more trigger happy pre-DRS.
Yeah.
Just in terms of inside edges and stuff like that. So,
yeah.
I mean, I think we all remember as kids, like, you could just stand in front of the stumps and not get out because LBW is not a street law. You know what I mean? It's like no one's going to give you out LBW on the street.
Streets.
Unless the street justice.
Streets remember.
Yeah.
Streets remember. Ball don't lie.
Yeah.
Seb Bird said, Pez, how do I get a rig like yours?
Is that meant to be a fucking joke, mate?
You taking a pop? You having a pop, Seb?
Okay.
Fucking keep your money.
You run 4.5 minute Ks by myself?
Keep your fucking money.
Play a bit of ones, did you? Like rig didn't go too badly in ones championship.
Corey said Bogan Mozart. Did we say that? You said that on Patreon? You said Bogan Mozart? Yeah.
About Warren.
Oh, yeah. All right.
He's Warren's virtuoso. He's a proper maestro in the pianist sense.
Guys, this is the last week, I think, where we have a bit of a gap before there's actual cricket being played. The England series starts next week, right? It's exciting. Just cricket being played. We're going to wrap this up now. Thank you very much for everyone who's donated over the last 6 weeks or so.
Enormous thanks.
You guys have done enormous things for ACT grants, for us just coming on and watching and getting around us, and we in turn getting around you or whatever. IPL Fantasy, boys, what are your thoughts on downfall of Poms from
the collapse of empire?
From surviving Nazis for 2 weeks in Dunkirk to not surviving Axar for 2 days in Ahmedabad. And the important thing is that they're exactly the same thing. Exactly the same thing. As I was saying, thank you so much for everyone who's got around us the last few weeks. In terms of supporting financially this live stream. We'll be back next week, I think.
Yeah, I'd love to come back next week.
We're back next week.
Yeah,
it's a lock-in. It's a lock-in.
Oh, we've got some great names lined up.
We're
going to try and get some names onto this show as well who might want to come around for a wine on a Friday as well, who are around where we are.
Hey, Arun, see you, man. Arun Singh, thank you very much for that donation, man. I really appreciate it. Hey, we're gonna take off now Friday night, get around on the circuit, and by that I mean go home. But thank you very much, and looking forward to all things New Zealand, England cricket, and getting around New Zealand captain Ross Taylor and Kane.
Do it one more time, louder.
Kane.
Oh, one more. Come on, one more.
Fuck.
Come on.
I've got nothing left. Kane.
Yes, there we go.
It's a whole thing. It's a whole bit. Thank you very much, everyone that donated. We'll see you guys next week on the Friday lock-in, and we'll see you during the podcast. Fuck, there are some names knocking about. We'll see you guys next week. Cheers.